Hello guys, this is Crook91 and welcome back to my FIFA 12 Wolves career mode series. And in this match it's a West Midlands derby against Aston Villa. And these two actually played in last weekend when Aston Villa won 3-2 with old Wolves player Robbie Keane getting a 2 winning goals. So I need to get some payback from that match for Wolves, and I also need to get a win since I lost my last game in the last episode 2-1 at home to Fulham after beating Blackburn 5-1 away. So in this match, I'll stick with the same lineup as the loss and the win over Blackburn and Fulham, with Kevin Doyle, my virtual pro, and everyone else in that match as well. And as you can see, Aston Villa got quite a few signings, and Andre Arshavin and someone called Lisaj and Damien Duff. So yeah, and he's the first attack of the match with Matt Jarvis down the wing. My best player probably passes it to Doyle, Doyle back to Jarvis, and a great finish by Matt Jarvis makes it 1-0 to me after the 27th minute, which was the first shot of the game. It was a very tight first 30 minutes, which always seems to happen in these career mode matches. Like the first half an hour, nothing seems to happen. Like the first shot seems to go in, but it's great for me. So it's 1-0 with Matt Jarvis getting his first goal since the Blackburn match. And here's another attack with Carl Henry with a shot just wide, and I'm keeping up the pressure, trying to get that second goal to give me a good advantage with going into the second half. And here's Aston Villa's first attack of the game, passes it to Bent, and a shot just wide, probably should have scored, got a bit lucky there with my dodgy defence. Well, it's probably the Wolves defenders. I'm going to get some more defenders, in the transfer window, such as like Fabrizio Colaccini from Newcastle. I was trying to guess, and I'll show you that in the transfer window in a bit. So it's still 1-0, and here's a free kick to Aston Villa with Andre Arshavin. But Arsenal fans are happy to see him gone from Aston Villa, since no one likes him. So yeah. And here's me on attack again with my virtual pro, great turn, cuts it inside, and a great finish, and it's 2-0 with my virtual pro on the score sheet now. I got offered 18 million for him as well from, I think it was Newcastle. I wanted to buy him for 18 million, but I'm not going to sell myself, am I? I'm not a prostitute. So yeah, it's 2-0 to me just before half time. It's looking great for me now. So yeah. And it's the half time score, 2-0 with my virtual pro scoring just before half time on Matt Jarvis for that great finish. It seems like the left hand side of Aston Villa was like their weak point, so I kept attacking them with their new defenders such as Lichaj. And I had no shots on target apparently, even though I scored 2. So yeah, it's a bit weird. So the second half underway. And this was the first attack of the second half, really. Like with Aston Villa passionate about in defence. It's this typical like play against the computer. Just pass it about, and they're trying to be all conservative, and they're trying to find the spaces, run into them, and see that he gets into space. I couldn't tackle him, I don't know why. Roger Johnson's probably the best defender. But he just slots it in the back of the net, and Defonso makes it 2-1 on the 49th minute, right after half time. And like my dodgy defence couldn't get to him, and it's now 2-1. I still haven't got a clean sheet in the season, so that's definitely why I need to get some defenders. I'm not going to get a new goalie because it seems like it's my defenders make their strikers go straight through. And here's another attack. It's Delfonso off the post again, and it's back to Petrov, back to Delfonso, and I'll just about get away with it. But then Aston Villa still, I can't get past them. Just put the ball into space. Finds Genus, finds Bent, back to Genus, and I just can't get to them with passing 1-2 touches. And I just can't get to Darren Bent. He's probably one of the best players in the Premier League. Gets round with fences really easy off the bar, and it's 2-2. And I still can't defend, and it's now 2-2 with Stephen Ireland. He came off the bench, and after being 2-0 up at half time, it's now 2-2. Very inconsistent start to this season. Beating Blackburn 5-1 away, losing 2-1 at home to Fulham. And I'm winning 2-0. I think the Aston Villa come back to make it 2-2. So yeah, not very good. And then just to rub it all in, they bring Emil Heskey on, and I was thinking, oh god, don't let Heskey score. Since he's the best player in the world, and I call it I can't speak. So they find Heskey with his first touch of the game. He crosses it in with a fantastic touch, falls over as well, finds Bent, and he makes it 3-2 to Aston Villa. Just to rub it in, so I was 2-0 down, make it 2-2, Heskey comes on, there's a fantastic pass, finds Darren Bent, and now losing 3-2 to Aston Villa like in real life. So it's very like deja vu for Wolves, even though they were like losing that match. But yeah. And he's Darren Bent again. In space, cuts it back to Nzogbia with another substitute, and he rubs it in by making it 4-2. I get absolutely battered now. Very disappointing. I wanted to win this game, well, especially wanted to win it after beating them 2-0 at half time and conceding 4 goals in the second half. So that was the full-time whistle. I lose 4-2 with after beating 2-0 at half time with Matt Jarvis in my virtual pro. So after 3 games, I've won 1 and lost 2, and I need some defenders in the transfer window. So on transfer deadline day, which will come up in a bit, I think. So there we go. As you can see, I bid for Colaccini for I think I bidded something like £4.8 million, and I wanted 5 million, so I had to sell someone called Cassidy, and I sold him, and like I brought him in the end. So yeah, I got Colaccini, and they were like all the players everyone wanted to buy. And the highest offer I got was 18 million for Matt Jarvis and for my virtual pro, which wasn't there. But I'm not going to sell anyone like Matt Jarvis or Kevin Doyle because I kind of want to keep the same squad as like Wolves in real life. But after this, like the Charlton match after this was about to start, my PS3 froze, and like after I turned it back on, went back to career mode, and like had to do all that transfer again. And like I tried to bid for Colaccini, but this time he was 6 million. I've only got 5 million to spend since I like went out on sent a scout out to Italy, and I couldn't get him, so now I haven't got Colaccini. Just kind of shitty, really. So yeah, so I've got the same squad as before, but at least I've got all my money back. So yeah, I can try and get him in the January transfer window. And as you can see, the next match is a Carling Cup game against Charlton Athletic. And I'll just switch, like, make about, I think I'll swap all my team apart from Matt Jarvis and Carl Henry. I'll put Sylvan Ebanks-Blake and Stephen Fletcher up front, just to rest my squad since we keep losing matches, and try and give my fringe players a chance to get in the first team. And he's the first attack of the game. Stephen Fletcher gets around the defender and well saved by the keeper. I was expecting to win this quite easily, to be honest, even though Charlton are quite a good team, but I've got quite a strong team out, so I should probably get the win to get me through the 3rd round, I think it is. And here's Charlton on the attack. This is like typical like computer player. Like when I get to them, they seem to turn really good. Like no one else can do that in like online matches. It's a bit weird. And here's my 2nd attack of the game. Ebanks-Blake. I was criticising him in like pre-season, saying he can't score, but then he scored against Fulham and Blackburn, I think. And I was like, that's what you have to do to get around the computer, keep passing, because like the back off, and once you get like to the edge of the box, just do like a cut back, and you get a goal more or less. And there's like a lucky goal, which gave me a penalty. Leon Court, an old Wolves player, he played in them like about 5 years ago. He gets a yellow card, and I get a lucky penalty after he shot. Was it a penalty? I don't know, it looked like he was on the line, so maybe it was. And Sylvan Ebanks-Blake takes the penalty and puts it away to give me the lead after the 16th minute. So a good start from us again. We've taken the lead in every match so far, I think. Here we have, with a penalty in the Blackburn match and someone else in the Fulham match. So we 1-0 up. Actually, no, we're 2-0 up. I didn't notice it was already up. So yeah, 2-0 up, sorry. Against Charlton Athletic, and this is Charlton's first shot of the game, crosses it in. My defender just about blocks it, and I clear it away for a corner. So we've got a bit lucky there. Showing my defence is a bit dodgy at the back. And here's another chance, the last chance of the half. Sylvan Ebanks-Blake cuts in, and there's a shot, but just wide. And that was the half-time score. It was Charlton 0, Wolves 2, the same as the Villa match. But let's see if we can keep it like a clean sheet for this second half, obviously. So yeah, there's only 2 other matches for some reason in the Carling Cup, and the second half underway. So yeah, I want to do something else apart from these career mode matches, because I prefer to like do a live commentary. So I feel like I'm not being myself in in like say commentating over highlights. So I don't really know what to talk about. So if you can suggest something, I could do like maybe an ultimate team thingy, like a road to glory, even though like everyone does that. But I kind of want to do something like a live commentary. Just mix it up a bit. So yeah, if you can put in the comments below if you like me do Ultimate Team live commentary, and that'll be pretty good. And it's like me dominating all the second half, Stephen Fletcher, and well saved by the keeper. Let's get falling over. And there's another chance, second half, pass it to Fletcher, to Ebanks Blake, and he slots it home and makes it 3-0 with Sylvan Ebanks Blake getting his hat-trick. So it looks like I'm going to stroll through to the third round and maybe get a clean sheet as well, with an extra bonus. I don't think I had a clean sheet in the friendly. Oh, I did. I think I had beat someone 1-0, didn't I, in the friendly. And Carl Henry needed making it 4-0. And that was the full-time whistle, is it? I think. Oh, that's a substitution. Lol, 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 lol. And there's my great defensive work by Richard Steeman, just falling over. Typical Richard Steeman. They cross it in, last attack of the game, and just headed it wide. So yeah. And is this the last attack? Oh no, he gets sent off. Leon Core gets his second yellow and he gets sent off right at the end of the game. So it looks like I've definitely won this now. And that was a full-time whistle, me finally getting a clean sheet in the season with Wolves, and the full-time scores Chelsea 0, Wolves 3. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. So goodbye.